So, welcome to the dog walk. I believe this would be episode 15-ish, if I got the count correct. Dog walk, hopefully, well, not quite daily show, intended to be daily show, where I just take the dogs out and talk about whatever's on my mind for that day, whether it's something complex or something benign. And speaking of benign, that's gonna be today's topic is gonna be a benign topic, because as I am certain you are hearing, you are hearing right now, it's there's freezing rain falling, and as I'm sure you can hear on my coat, but also that you can see how I am currently walking on ice. So since I don't want this little one to be completely become an icicle, it's going to be a very short one today. And I guess my main point is that I'm realizing that perhaps trying to start a daily show, podcast, video, whatever series, whatever you want to call this thing, a daily talk, outside in the middle of winter in Canada, may not be the smartest or most efficient thing to do. So far, I started this officially, I believe, about 22 days ago, and this would be about episode 15, which means that so far I've missed about a third of the days for this what was intended to be a daily show. Now, that, of course, if you pay close attention, you'll notice that between the first and second video, there is a big gap as I was trying to figure out everything that I'd like to do. But hey, anyway, I guess, yeah, my point for today, or my first point for today is maybe don't start a daily walking show that requires you to take your dogs out in Canada in the middle of winter. I probably should have thought of that a little bit more or a little bit better. But also, counterpoint, as they say in the permaculture world there, or actually anywhere, I'm sure they're not the only ones who say that, but when's the best time to plant a tree, right? 40 years ago. When's the next best time to be planting a tree? Right now. So counterpoint to what I just said is that, well, starting in winter may not be ideal, but at least I started, right? And I'm gonna try to keep this going as much as I can. Now, one thing is, I did finally actually start to upload to YouTube. I haven't actually posted anything yet. I still need to do all the, adding all the markers and the video description, all that stuff, creating the channel, populating the channel info, all that. So things aren't going to go online for a while. I want to build up a little bank before I start to post. But yeah, I've done that, and I've started to watch a few of my videos, and I'm realizing that, whoa, I need to go back and to take some notes, because so many of the points in air quotes that I make, I'm realizing they make a lot of sense to me, because I have all my all the knowledge that is required to understand the point is in my head, but I haven't necessarily clearly expressed everything for you guys. You don't have all the knowledge in my head. I don't mean that in a pejorative way. I just mean that, you don't know what I'm thinking about when. So a lot of the points, as I'm listening to them, I'm finding aren't necessarily very convincing or well explained. So I definitely will have to go back, revisit many of the topics I've talked about and elaborate a bit more on most of the stuff that I've said. So that I'm not sure if I'm gonna incorporate that into the main series or if I'm gonna start kind of a second commentary. Maybe that could be an idea, right? Like on the nights where the weather just isn't good to take the dogs out. Girls were going straight home. Very short one today. Maybe that could be, the second series where I comment or elaborate. Yeah, I'll think about that. Anyway, well, yeah, it's not pleasant to be out here in the rain. So I just wanted to check in, say I'm still around. I'm wondering, what do you think? Should I incorporate, revisit these topics in the main series at the next dog walks, or should I accumulate all these comments and create kind of a second series, separate series? What do you think? Yeah. I'm also hoping that I'll find a way to resolve all the audio issues. But unfortunately, I'm walking with my phone, so I'll fiddle around with it. Hopefully, it'll make it better. Anyway, as usual, it was great almost talking about something interesting today. But it's a nice little change of pace. Thanks for listening, and I hope to catch you at the next one. Please leave all your comments, etc., down below. Bye.